Hello everyone, I'm here to introduce you to Unnamed Train, who's currently running on the mini Mike fuel. So last time you left me I'd managed to break the game, and this time I've given it a little fix, combined with the most ridiculous little back and forth line here of all time. But we're not here to worry about that, we're here to worry about his name, or her name. Anyway, today we're going to work on the motorway again. So, back to this person. I think that he is more of a Connor, spelled with two R's. That's two N's you put in. Oh, damn it! Oh, shut up, you. So, today's plan is going to be, last time we were working on the motorway and we ran out of money, and I've left us lots of lovely monies. Lots of lovely monies, so we got to Nelson. So my plan is to get to the next bit, which is Stowmarket here, which is going to be the next motorway station. And I think you're still calling it a motorway, you haven't explained it. So it's a motorway in the sense of we're going to have lots of trains going in and off that main line. It's not a main line, it's a motorway. And they're going to be jumping on and off, but going to various. So it's going to allow us to mix up the lines nicely. You just hit the microphone. Yes, I hit the microphone. Maybe I'll be able to say that. Oh, maybe I won't. You're getting twisted up on your words. I've had some sugar. Can you tell? So I'm going to bring the line down to here, and then we're going to take it through, hopefully to Stafford, and then we'll have lines from Colford and Bromley linking on. Colford's going to be particularly tough because, as far as I can tell, it's an absolute cliff down there. But hey ho, let's give it a crack. So, first thing we're going to do, I have downloaded a few more mods. I've downloaded the Ultimate Station mod, which seems to have come with loads of weird things that I'm yet to work out, but I will work them out one day. But for the moment, this is not that day. So what I'm imagining is we have a bit of cash here. I'm imagining we make a bit of a large station through here, and we just run the railway through there. So whoever's sat there is going to be a bit awkward and upset, but that's fine. We may have to have a little line. How many tracks do we want? We want 4 tracks, please. How big do we want them? How big do we make the old ones? That big. That's very scientific of you. Yes, it is. Home we come. So I'm going to set them up here, and then we're even going to get some trams running. I mean, I could throw it straight into the middle, and then watch the city grow around it. If I don't look, it's not a real click. Oh God, it was bad to do this after having a lot of sugar, and you also have not paused it. There we go. If there's anything you need to learn to do, oh God, that's another million down the drain. Sorry. They're going to be very upset, but c'est la vie. And you've also burnt through a quarter of your budget just on one little thing. It's fine. It's not fine. You're right, it's not fine. We have a long way to go. So, what we probably are going to want to do is we're probably going to be able to go... No, I want to curve out the town, actually. I do want to curve out the town, because it'll be quite fun. We're going to do this and this. We're going to put in that middle track there to allow me to get a bit of bearings. And that becomes the next track. That becomes the next track. And then we'll just... What you have done, though, is you've made it very hard to give you... What are you doing? You're not... There we go. You've made it very hard to give yourself a crossover track because you've not made a junction. Okay, that's all right. We'll do this. Get you to... Nope, that's not worked. I'm very alarmed about how much money I've spent in the first seconds of this episode. Oh, no, you don't want that. Because no, that will work. It might. I'm not sure if I like it. Yes, are you going to have to go and rebuild all this? Oh, no. There we go, it works. Ha-ha! I don't mind that, personally. I kind of like the whole flying into the little junction one. It looks more natural. Let's just slip all that. And then what we'll do is we'll do the reverse the other side so it looks more real. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Does it make sense? I don't know. So we're going to run one line. And it's going to be horrendously expensive. We're going to try and get it in the air. Ooh. It's quite hilly, isn't it? So if we get you to there, and then you can pop out round that coal mine. That's £1 million. Yes, it is. That's quite a lot of money. That's 900k. Goodness gracious. It probably makes sense to play this, actually, because we've spent so much money. You just come up with such stupid ideas, don't you? Yes, I do. And that's how much would that cost? 4 million quid. We've got 11 million left, and that 11 million was kind of meant to be. Why am I so far down? Okay, so we're going to angle this from this side this time. I'm going to send you off slightly so you're there. Just so it's curving away. Are you worried you're not going to get round? You're going to get stuck again this episode and not be able to do it? Yes, but let's... Oh, too much slope. Where's... Good God. That is a lot of slope. Ooh, that's not very nice. Okay, so we're going to have to pull this back a bit. I don't really want to have to do some sort of twisty-turny in the tunnel, ideally. I want to keep it a nice straight route. Let's go fly a kite. Oh, you... Why are you just clipping? If I just go... No, but that goes all the way. I don't like that. Maybe just got to make this curve a bit tighter. Because make it go like... You only have 11 million quid left. You've already spent half your money. Yes, I have. That is very true. But, on the other hand... You remained entirely quiet when you said the other hand. I know, because I don't have another hand. What do you mean, too much slope? Oh, God, that is a lot of slope. Oh, hang on. But it lets me go up. Interesting. Now, how realistic does that look? That's not terrible. And they're not going to enjoy going up that. Let's stick with that for the moment. 4 million quid. It does have a sort of channel tunnel-esque feel to it, doesn't it? Sort of descending. Let's give it a go. Apologies if I'm moving the camera around like a loony. Because I'm on a production schedule, mostly. And that's another 2 million quid. And for no reason at all, we're going to start playing just to get the monies going. Why would you do that? Because I've just spent a lot of money very quickly. And I'm trying to make it seem as if I didn't realise how much of a waste of money this was going to be. Oh, it's £800,000. Oh, my God. I mean, I really like that. I think that looks really cool. Just the running down. I mean, that could do with a bit of... Let's just tidy this up a bit. You have very little money, and you're using it to tidy up a hump. Yes. Well, and also, because you haven't got play on, it's not giving you a refund. Yeah, I have noticed that. So, what we can do, though, is while we're waiting for the money to flow in so we can buy some things, we're going to set the lines up. So, we have now got Stowmarket, Nelson. Now, trains will have to stop at those two. We will make one train go to Nantwich, one train go to Haxby, and you forgot to link Blackrod. Oh. You did. So Blackrod will just be linked by a single track that will head up this way. I've done it again. I'm going to get nowhere near where I wanted to get to this day. Well, at least the viewers find it entertaining. Do they? Do they, though? What you've done is you've just bulldozed a town. In 9 minutes, you have burnt 19 million quid. In 9 minutes. 9 minutes. And I ask this in all seriousness. Are you insane? So that's going to curve off there. You're just ignoring the question. Well, yes, I am. I'm clearly insane. Where's the end of the track? There it is. Why is it a bridge? Why is it costing me 500 quid? Ah! Don't have the money to do this rubbish. Go that way. And then that can bend round. Some people would say I don't take as much care and attention over compared to other YouTubers. Yes, they would. You've got 20 million quid. 20 million. In what? 20 seconds? But it will look so cool. Right. Oh my god, what has happened at that junction? Breathe. Just breathe. I've just got to breathe. If I breathe through it, no one can hurt me. You have got to be entirely flat. Okay. Just flattened it. Just lead it off. Why are you still flat? There we go. No, now you're going down. Okay. So, there. That's what I want. I just want that. That's all I came here for. And then we can readjust. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, it's a horrible kink in the track. Why do you get so emotional about this? Because I'm rubbish. If you're watching this, then I'm sorry. And I hope that it all goes well. And I have 250 grand in the bank. Right, let's stop for a second and let's make the lines while we're saving money to actually buy trains. So, let's build some lines and make sure all the lines are going to the right place. You've said make some lines a few times. I know it's because I've forgotten where the button is. There we go. New line. So Stowmarket. First seat to Blackrod. That is an easy line. Easy peasy. No need to worry about it. I think it should probably start on the far right. This will be Stow to somewhere. We don't know where that one's going to go. Because they're all going to go through Stowmarket. So, no, actually, no. What you've done there is you named it the wrong way around. That one should be Blackrod. And do you know what's worse about this? I've got a broken finger, so every time I type it hurts. Whack it in Terminal 4. So what that should mean... Now, why are you going all the way to the right? If you've then got to go across. It's because you haven't flipped the switches. That would be why. There we go. So, that should have changed that. Yeah, fine. So that's one line. Excellent. Everyone's happy. You're a genius. You've forgotten where the line button is again. Yes, I have. So this one, Stowmarket, into Nelson, and then off to Nantwich. So this we're going to call Stow. I know. Well, no, we're not. We're not. This is the Nant line. So this will be Nant to somewhere else. So Nant. We're not sure where to because this will go to another one. Leaving them blank will remind me that I've not set them up properly. So you should be going in the far left-hand lane. It's not a lane. Yeah, it is a lane. It is a lane. It's a motorway. Almost forgot my own game there. So another line. You will be Stowmarket. Again, stopping at Nelson. To Haxby. And hopefully, yes, you're in the middle line. Lovely. So the plan is, as this gets busier, I will have to change the way that this operates and have trains going on the same lines. Not on the same line, sorry. And have them going backwards and forward. But for the moment, I think I've got the exact right amount of stations for trains. Well, in which case, actually, I've just got 1, 2, 3 connected. So, then that will go round. What we need is a yard somewhere. I feel like a yard should be... Firstly, I feel like you need money to make a yard. Yes, you're right. Good. Glad I'm correct. But where would... If I had a yard... Okay, obviously that's signalled. That's double track switch. They'll peel off. We don't need to worry about any other lines at the moment because we just need to get them all running. And for that we need money. Shut up! I feel like Stowmarket's quite a cool place to have an extra line, and a yard. Maybe that feeds out that line to make a yard down here where you broke the town. Ah. Where the bloody hell's yard? There. Right. So what we do... Oh, broken finger, broken finger, broken finger. We don't want to remove any more buildings because we don't have the money to. But we can remove a road. And then we will, I promise, fix this road. I can't believe I did that. That was the most stupid thing. So yard. Yard. 2 yards in there. And they should be both at exactly the same angle. Lovely. Let's use a bit of texture in this paint tool. Let's just paint it. Yeah, so it looks like it's a... Essentially, so it looks really bad. Could do it a bit darker, you know. No, what you've done there is you made it look like the end of the world. Granity, that's what I wanted. Please don't cost money. Because if it costs money, that's not been a good use of cash. So, settle that line. Yes, it's angry. Fine. This track down there. Then from there, feed in. You know what you've done. You know there's no way for the trains to actually mate up. Shush. I like it. Oh, no, there is. If you just... Oh. This is going to take a lot of... No, what? Why is it like that? You're going to have to redo this junction. Yes, but redoing the junction is small fry while we're waiting for enough money to do everything else I want to do. So let's redo... We can go rid of that track. There is a method. There's don't press delete on the train. So that lines up, so that's fine. But we'll just take that back a bit, because that just makes sure that it's at the same level. And then you can come in here-ish. And then... Yeah, so you've done the same thing again. What you've done there is you've gone at a random height, which I didn't want you to do. What you could do is you could do a cross track now, like that. Too much... What do you mean too much curvature? You've dealt with more curvature. There we go. There we go, that's fine. And then the angry bit is now gone. And then if we do that, will that go at a stupid height? Or will it, yeah, a little bit stupid still. Let us feed that into there. Can we? So we want to line that up roughly with that. Come on. Construction not possible. Well, isn't that spiffing? Come on. Anything? Are you going to do anything for me? Ooh. I saw that change colour. Ooh. Now, do we like that? I don't know. Can we make that look pretty with a few sidings? Put a siding in there. Put a siding in there. Well, they look awful. Yes, well, you'll get over it. I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's ugly. Yes, it is ugly, and you're just trying to avoid it. Well, let's think about it this way. The more time you spend faffing about over this, the more time you have to get money for the train you really want. The train you've always wanted. Although you have to wonder if the trade-off of having it actually play out is good and me not getting my refund back. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, at the same time as me desperately trying to make this work. That, yeah, then what? They're not going to do that, are they? You twit. Why didn't you just make this bit straight? You would have saved yourself so much power. Well, if you're so bloody pleased with yourself, why don't you just make it straight? Just make it straight then. No! Don't do that, you stupid AI! Breathe. I might have overreacted there. And if so, I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional. It was a foolish moment. And you've just realised, haven't you, that you're going to have to at least destroy another house, which is going to cost you more money. Yes, it is. Back we go. Absolute waste of money. Probably didn't need to go that far back. Yeah, you did. You did. Construction not possible. Why is that? Okay, well, at least the buildings are built now, so they can't go over it. So let's go back to forward. Right, so. How much higher? They're quite a lot higher. This is such a waste of money. Give me a big brush. And breathe, and go. Okay, that was a use of money. No one ever mentioned this again. So we'll try this again. So you go there. We're going to have to destroy that bit of bridge, aren't we? You go there. You go there. I don't hate it if it can curve round, because it will just be like the start of a railway line. Well, it is the start of a railway line, you pillock. Oh. I'll just have this one curving off. And then you can build your crossroads in peace. Or maybe not, because it won't let you. Oh. Okay, that's something. Why is it so ugly, though? Why is that so ugly? You could do it a second time from there. That would just relieve a load of pressure. Yep. And I'm half tempted to, because otherwise it's just very painful. No, because you need it. You need it because you need them to get onto the right line. Oh, you don't. You do, don't you? Because that was your grand. Ah! Aha! There we go. What you're doing is you're pretending that when you look down in a second, you'll have all the money in the world. I have £1,000,000. It's not all the money in the world. It's an amount of money. What's losing me money, and how can I sell it? That would be your experimental train that you swore was making money, but actually seems to be making no money at all. Well, you can't have a go at Natasha. You can have a go at Natasha. She's not making much money. How's the fuel-y stuff going? You're not making me much money either. Mike is making me some money. Sandra's making me some money. Hang on, where the hell's... Okay, so Mike's off. Connor's just ping-ponging around like a nutter. Okay, I mean, you're making money. It's just perhaps not as quick, which is why it's more important to start linking these places up. Because Because what you also don't have for this place is any way to get over there. And you will. I am going to need to build trams here. There's just no way around it. In order to get anybody down from Nelson, I'm going to need to build a tram line. Kevin 2's in bad condition. Poor Kevin. Get over it. Which also means you are going to have to. I'm going to have to tram. Oh God Almighty. Okay, let's get this all in place. Let's get this all in place, and then that way it'll be even so smooth and so easy when eventually it all becomes one. So that's those. Oh, it's a weird view from here, isn't it? Looking into the world's bottom. I don't know what I was talking about there. So, just while I'm here, link you two up. A bit of a curve, really. I know it's all fashionable to link up, but let's have a curve. Let's have a curve, why don't we? Bit of curving. You can go down there, like that. It's just 25 grand. What's the price? It's 25 grand, you just said. Yes, I did. So, I want you. Do you really need one? Nah, it's fine. So, we need many trains to run these routes. And we also need, because I just realised you're cheating it, you need to be able to upgrade the streets. And multiple... Oh, God almighty. Tram trap, yes. 10 grand! I'm just building a tram track. Oh, that was horrible. But it's necessary. It's not necessary. These are your own rules that you made up. Yes. But yes, I've got no argument for that. I have downloaded an industrial tram mod, which will come in useful. I say useful. It will come into its own later on. Isn't that exciting, everyone? 7 buildings will be removed. Why, in the name of God? No, why one? What? I don't even know what that is. Menu street brick. What have I downloaded? Okay, so I've done that one. Done that one. Where have I not done? I have not done Stone Market because I don't know what to do because I've broken it. Yeah, you've broken it a little bit. This is true. So hang on, where's the station? The station is here. So we're going to want something running from... We're going to want something here. Something here. Something here. Something here. Something borrowed and something blue. I like this little tent. Do you think there's any way I can get him curving up? Not with the money you've got. Yeah. You make a good point. However, also, screw you. So we don't want the upgrade. So we want like that. But we don't want a silly thing. We want to lift it. And how stupid does that look? Very stupid indeed. Okay. Can we do it from slightly higher? Go around a bit more distance. That's not terrible, but is there a better design that will make me feel better about life? I mean, I don't detest that. I don't like the junction up here. How much more or less is it to build? Oh, the junction's horrible. The junction's horrible. It's got to be a tram track, and it's also going to be worth lots of monies. How close can I get with this staying? Quite close. Right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, what can I make that into? And it's quite nice, but there's no pole there. I kind of want some sort of structural benefit. Again, the same problem with the pole, but it seems finally. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's sweet. Yeah, let's get... What else have we got? Yeah, let's go for this one. Yes! Yeah, and then just got to sort out this end bit so it doesn't look so silly. Why did you do that? Why did you delete the whole thing? Fine. Upgrade the streets. Give them tram tracks. Please. Apparently that was 27 quid to upgrade that. That's because you took away the tram... Oh. If you've ever seen the original Chicken Run, there is a moment in that where one of the main characters goes, "It's all in your head? It's all in your head. It's all in your head." And that's sometimes how I feel when playing this. Just sit here going, "It's all in your head. There's nothing to it. It's all in your head." Now what we'll do this side, and because we'll sort this out at a later date, and you'll probably say, "Why the hell didn't you do this first time round?" is I will have a nice big junction. A straight line. With a tram track, please. And it does have a tram track. Excellent news for everyone involved. And then small road from there, linking up with its mate. Fine, fab. I mean, I'd even say it was lovely. Tram track. No, can I take off the tram track of that bit? Yes, lovely. So then, when that crosses there, we can just make that a nice, smooth, level crossing. Because I do like a level crossing. What are this lot doing? What chaos have I caused in the industry? Help! We cannot cross. The world is against us. What's that voice? I don't know. But I need to build many tram stops. With me no money. 24 grand a pop. That's 100 grand down the drain. Usually I don't like building them in the cities, but I have no choice. Have no choice. Don't build it there, you twit. I was about to call myself something a little stronger there. So let's get these lines done at the same time. Line, which is a strange demand in and of itself. Beautiful. Work that square, baby. So that is a line. That is the Stoke-on Trent. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get stop? Okay. Usually, again, I build the things when I actually have a vehicle, such as my financial pressure. Malcolm column, you get it? Such as my financial pressure, I can't wait that long. Hackspear. Hacks, silver. That one didn't even make sense. No, it did not. You forgot about Nantwich. Try not to scream. New line. Yeah, okay, come. Right. The thing is, I'm kind of the opinion... Oh no, you didn't forget about Nantwich. You said it didn't need one. That was it. I'm kind of the opinion that once these lines are up and running, I might be in a financial clear. So let's see. How much money do I need from people's these? So these are going to have to be bulkier trains. So every single one's going to have a chunkier, tender engine, and they're going to be beautiful. You should really start advancing the date. Okay, let's put the date speed on. There we go. What are you doing? I forgot. Oh, generic brake van. I didn't even know I had that. I downloaded another mod the other day. You may have been able to tell. I got confused. So these are going to be chunky old trains, I think. That's an ugly brake van. I reckon a couple of first classes. Whoa, that's a lot per vehicle. Is that because of the cost of first class? I somehow don't think so. Now, I'm loath to put too many ones where you can see in because of the glitch, you can't see the passengers on it. So we might go for something different actually. How much is the D1 coach? What can I afford? That. I can afford that. Well, let's maybe go with that, and maybe let's make it a rustic brown. That does not seem to... Oh, because I haven't done any new ones, so let's go back. Yes, that's what I wanted. A rustic brown. And we'll just see how that looks. I'm going to move, so my chair is going to make a noise. And I'm very sorry if you heard that noise. If you're wondering why I'm here, just while we have a pause, waiting for this first steam engine to come through, we do the Gaming Blender podcast every couple of weeks, where we make a brand new hypothetical video game every episode. It is great fun, and I think you should all come and check it out because it is very lovely. It's half an hour, and we come up with something really cool by the end. And I've stopped making money all of a sudden. What is happening? I was so close to getting my first one. What are we waiting on? Really concerned about that line. That was meant to be an experiment that was meant to work. Perhaps it might just have to be something different. Maybe it will just have to be lots of trams instead. Oh, I can buy it. And we're going to put it... Which line should we put it on? We want the line that's going to make us the most money, which is going to be most distant. So let's go Stow to Haxby. Stow to Haxby. You've lost where the train is, haven't you? Yes, I have. Set line. Haxby. There we go. You definitely clicked about 3 things there, so this could be going anywhere. Oh, no, we don't want... We want it nice and slow with the... That's it. Quite sweet little train, really. But what that does also mean is, firstly, we have to get the trams running on this line. So let's get... How many can we afford? 39. So let's get 4 trams. This is quite a big one. 4 trams. And let's step that on the... Store. There we go. So as you can see, we're running out of money horrendously again. So Nelson, we're just going to have 2 trams because that's all I can afford. And that's going to be the Nels trams. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to get the... How's that? 2... No. We're going to get 1 tram. Yeah, because it's definitely a creative choice. Nothing to do with the complete lack of money. Right, sorry. And then the most important thing that we have to do is, firstly play it, is we have to name this guy. Now, what do you think he looks like? Or she? Oh, I think we're due a she, to be honest. Let's see what the horn sounds like. Yeah. I think this one... is a Bethany. First true express train is our Bethany. And you definitely could be carrying far more Bethany. Come on. You're definitely half-arsing it. So what we got here is we got the run up here, and why can't I move? I think... Ooh, that is quite steep. I don't know, I kind of... Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Gordon's Hill from Tom's Tank Engine, so I'm inclined to leave it. Maybe we come back and neaten it later on. But at the moment we need cash. And we need cash going. Cash going? Cash flowing. We need cash flowing. Passing our little yard. Our cute little yard. Oh, I feel like if I could just... You're messing around money you don't have. Yes, I know. So what we need to do is we're going to follow... We're going to follow Bethany for a little bit. Until it starts us going uphill. No, you've just decided to stop following Bethany. Yes, I did. I entirely stopped following her. So we've got, hopefully, get the trams going. Those horses look like they've just taken something. They do not look happy. And one appears to have just entirely frozen. Oh no, they're underway again. Where is Bethany? Bethany's just started in the tunnel. So we're going to give it a moment, just see if there's any passengers. I do think... Oh, I've lost Bethany. Let's ride along. I think it'll be quite a... I mean, that's alright. Bethany's going 40 miles an hour, kilometres an hour. And you wouldn't tell how uphill that is, partly because you're in a tunnel and you wouldn't know. So... Come on. I mean, it could be better, could be worse. Da-da-da. So, oh, actually, that line I've just realised, it needs to be stopping back at Nelson on the way back. Because otherwise, it's going to be a city old boy. And a few of them are going to need that, actually. The line to Nantwich will need that. Where are my lines? Nantwich, add station. Nelson. We've done that one. No, we haven't. No, don't. You can't do black. Ah, bums. Yeah, there's only 2 lines you've done that go beyond. Fine. What a lovely day for it. What a lovely day for a potential screenshot. Beautiful, beautiful. You just had your finger over it and just said Bethany. I mean, it's still going 40 kilometers an hour. I think that is very, very respectable, despite the fact the track is going completely across your vision. How many people are waiting? 3! We're in the money! But in positive news, there are 13 waiting there. So I expect this to be a financial... Oh, good God! I could really do with some passengers. I could really do with more passengers. Who's wearing the high-vis suit? No, that's a fire hydrant. Oh, Miller O'Neill's turned up. What an accent was that? Miller O'Neill. Hello, I'm Miller O'Neill of the O'Neill clan. Bethany's not going particularly quickly. She appears to be losing speed quite fast on what can only be described as a horrendous ascent. We're going to have to shorten that ascent, aren't we, from about here. Come on! You're not going to make us money like this. You're not going to make us any money at all at this rate. Those diggers look remarkably modern. You alright, lads? Fancy sending us any of that lovely technology while we got Bethany struggling up the hill next to you. There she comes. Eventually. What this may look like is just a ride along. Not even riding along it. No, this is just making sure that I actually make any money at all from this endeavour. Because what I want to do is I wanted this episode to be able to have all of these running. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do that. And that's going to make me very upset. Although Bethany has pulled in to Haxby and will be picking up her first passengers. Hello, Bethany. It's lovely to be on board. She's gone. So I kind of like this. I like the sort of bit where it separates off. Off you go. Off on your own little adventure. Although this track currently leads to nowhere. This very much feels like... it feels like a model railroad that your dad got halfway through building and then stopped. Oh, Haxby's got tons of passengers. In the mouth of the tunnel. Ah! Ah! And what I want to do is I want to be able to get one more train on the line. But that's 2 billion quid I need to get somewhere. So, let's just hope it happens in the next few minutes. You meet us back here at Stowmarket Station, where there are people waiting. I have good news. And I've also got more engines coming out. Not that I can afford any of them. And also Bethany's about to have great fun as she's about to go down the hill, which I'm sure she's been looking forward to for hours. Especially on full speed. So I think what you need to do is you need to go there and curve it round. Just give yourself a slightly wider curve on the motorway. So just be going underneath here and round. Yes, how much did this cost you? About well, no, the whole thing has cost me about 30 million quid. That's insane. Yes. And you've also kept everybody on for an extra like 10 minutes to make sure that you make money. Yes. Nothing wrong with that. At all. Okay, maybe there's something wrong with that. Anyway, so next time what we'll do is we'll get all the trains running on here, because I'll make sure what I'll do is I'll just buy them in between episodes. So you can come back and see everything going. And I might even tidy this area up before next time. And then finally we will continue on and we will link up Colford and Bromley. That will be the next turn. But that might need a little bit more forethought, because I think we'll need to curve. Maybe Bromley comes around to Colford first and goes down. Oh, monies! No, you just got excited there for no reason, because Bethany's still up there. Come on, Bethany! Ah! Anyway, I have been Matt. This has been the Gaming Blender channel, and this has been the Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. Please go back and check out the other episodes if you enjoyed it, and we will hopefully one day in the future make some lovely cash. But it is not this day. This day we watch Bethany come in, and we're going to watch a normal speed just to... I just realised why I don't like watching them at normal speed. Come on! I paid good money for you. I mean, I quite like it as a concept. It's I just seem to be able to move. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time, because we're not going to have time to watch a second engine. And I just promise there will be a second engine by the time you come back. There may be many engines. There may be enough engines. So many engines. Thank you so much, and talk to you later. Goodbye. She comes to a stop. Make money. Yes! Money! Bye!